here. Okay, I'm officially recording this as well. So we should be good. I'm gonna record this so that way I can upload it to Facebook later. That way the people in the group can watch. And it looks like, okay, sweet. Just wanna make sure this is working. Awesome. I'm gonna share my screen here for you guys who are watching so you guys can see a little bit about what we do and how we find off-market properties and just give you a few tips that we do to find off-market properties. So let me share my screen. Okay, so here is what we do for off-market properties, right? So I own a business called Glanzair, which I've talked about before on my TikTok videos, and you guys have seen a little bit probably. Maybe if you downloaded some of my resources, you've been to my website. Well, Glanzair is our head company. Okay, so we do marketing for people, we build websites for people, we help them with services to help them find off-market properties. But what I want to do here is I just want to show you what we do. I want to show you what our website looks like. I want to show you how we do this stuff so that way you can follow along and see how we get leads. So we built this website. We have a company called 717 Homebuyers, which is underneath Glanzair, right? So we go by 717 Homebuyers. We have signs. Oh, I should actually grab one. I'll grab a sign and show you guys in a second. I have it in my office. That is localized to our area. Okay, now we built this website on a service called Carrot, which, carrot.com. Okay, so we built this on a service called carrot.com. Okay, I'm just going to pull this up for you so that way you can see it. You can build a website on here very, very easily. I think it's only $100 a month. We also can build websites as well. So let me know, email me if you have any questions after you've watched this about building a website. So we built it on a thing called Carrot. So our website is 717 Homebuyers. And some of the important things that I wanted to show you that if you have a website or you don't have a website and you want to start finding leads online, you're going to want to build a really localized website. Okay. So I see Edgar, you hopped on here. Thanks for hopping on here. You're from Fresno, right? You're going to want to build a website either with your area code here, okay, on the top, with Homebuyers at the end, Fresno, California, Homebuyers, right? Build a website. And then what you can do is build a whole site here, okay, with content about how you buy houses, right? You want to put content about how you're able to buy houses in cash. You want to put content about how you work locally, how you're trusted locally, okay? So I live in Pennsylvania. We have a website that is localized to our area, okay? And like I said, if you want to build a website, feel free to copy some of what we have, copy our outline. We have a pretty high conversion rate. Now, so you can come through here, you can look at all of the things that we do. We wholesale and we buy personally, okay? So we have this website to generate leads. Now, I want to show you something really important as far as building a website, okay? And this is where either I can help you or you can find online. One of the most important things when it comes to a website is there's things called the folds, okay? And that comes from the term from a newspaper back in the day when newspapers came out, they were folded in half, right? They were long and then they got folded in half. And the first fold is the first thing you saw. So you put the most important information on the first fold of a newspaper. That was the most attention-grabbing article, right? So what you want to do with your website to capture leads, no matter how you build your website, you want to have the contact information right here, okay? So, and you want to make it really, really easy. You want to have the form where all you need to collect is a few pieces of information, the email address, phone number, their address, phone number, email, okay? Just those three things. And then what you want to do, so I'm going to do that, right? I'm going to put in a fake email because I'm going to get this here. I'm going to put in my phone number, okay? And then I'm going to put in my email. This is really easy for people to fill out. I collect this information, okay, right here. I collect this information, so I click Get My Fair Offer. What you want to do to collect leads, okay, if you have a website or you don't, okay, you want to have a really easy first form, and then you want to have a second form where they can fill out more information. So you can see on here we have a second page with all the information about the property. Now, if this was the first form, right, people would not fill it all out. They don't want to sit and take the time to do that. But once they filled out the first form, okay, once they filled out the first one, then they're more likely to fill out the second one because they're bought in, okay? So no matter what type of website you want to have two forms. You want to have one that's really, really easy for people to fill out, and then have a second one that asks them to fill out more information. But let me show you something. I just got a text, okay? I just got a lead text saying, hey, someone wants to sell their house. It's all set up right in our website. And you can do that super, super easily. I bet my business partner is gonna call me while I'm on this live, okay? Now, cool, I see someone from Cuba. That's awesome in the comments. So here's so as you go through this website, okay, you can feel free, literally go to 717homebuyers.com, okay? Feel free to copy what we have here, okay? Copy our text. You can go ahead and like copy our outline. You want to have it really localized, okay, online when it comes to finding people who are going to trust you when they Google selling their house, okay? So feel free to go to 717. This is just going to be high level. I wanted to show you what we do personally to find off-market properties. Feel free to go to our website, look at everything that we have on there. We have how our process works. And I'm going to go more in depth about actually what happens when you get a lead in this group. Okay, I'm going to talk about like wholesaling. You get the lead. How do you transfer the ownership? How do you buy it? How do you get hard money, right? I'm going to go over that. I wanted to keep this high level for the first one, just for you to get an idea about what we have on our website and what it is that we actually do. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you is why is it important that you build a website and how can you get leads, right? So we have put a lot of time and energy into Google, okay? Most people go to Google to make a decision, right? If you want to do anything, you Google stuff, right? So if someone needs their HVAC fixed, they Google HVAC companies near me, and then they're going to call the top one. So it's really important that you show up. This is all basic stuff. I'm sure you all know this, but here's how we have personally done it for our business to show up on the top of Google, okay? There are 3 ways that you can show up on Google, okay? I'm just going to talk about this because I think it's important, just in case. I'll be brief because some people might already know this. You can first pay for ads, right? So everybody's seen the ads on Google, which we pay for right now. So we pay to be the top person when someone looks up, well, let me show you actually, sell my home in Lancaster, okay? If someone Googles sell my home in Lancaster, we have an ad, so we pay to be there. We also show up number 1 in the maps, okay? So if someone wants to find out where we are located in the maps, we show up number 1 in the maps and we pay for that. But let me show you something really important. Below all of that, so this is paid, this is paid, this is free, right? So we got our website. When someone looks up sell my home in Lancaster, we show up on the first page. How did we do that, right? How did we get on the first page? Everybody talks about SEO showing up. Well, there's a couple things that we did that are very important, okay? The first thing that I want you to do, no matter what you do, if you want to get into buying houses, you want to get into wholesaling, you want to start a business, okay? Start a business, come up with a business name. And before you even build a website, okay, you don't even have to have a website to do this. This is a little bit of a secret sauce, okay? You can come in here and do Google My Business, okay? Some people don't know what Google My Business is, but maybe you've seen this before. If you look up our company, right, the sidebar comes up on Google, okay? There's a sidebar that says 717 Home Buyers. We have our Google reviews. They can go to our website. They can get directions. They can call us right here, right all on the side, okay? How did we get all this stuff filled out, okay? Did we pay for it? No, it was all completely free. So you want to have as much space that shows up on that Google page whenever somebody Googles your business, okay? So here's how we did it. You go to Google My Business, okay? Literally Google this. If you have a business, even if you're not in buying and selling houses, I want you to do this. Go to Google My Business, okay? You're going to go to their website, right? I'm going to sign in to my Gmail. And I manage 2. I help a gap year program called One Life. But this is ours right here. This is my Google My Business. What you're going to do is you're going to be able to fill this out all for free, all for your company information, okay? You're going to be able to put in your information, right? Your company information in here, right? All of that, your hours that you're open, You're going to be able to get insights about how long people are spending on your website. You're going to be able to get reviews from friends and people and customers right in here. Okay, you can do all of this. Now, here's something really important that you can do that you know, we're decently active on. We're not the most active on this, but we do a pretty good job of keeping up. When people talk about social media and getting leads on social media, something nobody talks about is Google My Business actually has a way that you can post just like you would post on Facebook. Now, you're not necessarily posting for socialness like Instagram or whatnot. You are posting so Google understands that you are active. So in Google My Business, you're going to claim your business. Okay. You're going to claim that you're a real person, verified. They're actually going to send you something in the mail, and you're going to get it to the address that you claimed. And then you're going to put that code in to prove you're real. Then you're able to start making posts. Okay. So we are active. So this is somebody, we bought his home. Okay. We posted this yesterday. He gave us a review. You can check out the video. He said we did a great job. He was really happy about everything we did. We actually wholesaled his house to another person. We gave him the money he needed. And Google then transcribes this, and they understand that we sell houses. Okay. And we buy and sell houses. So that's what you want to do. You want to claim a Google My Business, put in all of your posts. You want to give them all your info. Now, if you don't have a website yet and you want to get into finding properties, how do you get off-market properties? You can even create a Google website right in here. Now, I don't suggest this is like the best way to go. You definitely need to create your own website. But before you do anything, you can actually do this on Google right down here in the bottom. You can create a website on Google. And you can put in a header. You can put in your updates. And it's really more for them to understand what you do. It's not necessarily like to get leads, but I would start with this, okay? This is a great way to start completely for free. You don't even need to pay any money to do this, okay? So we filled all this out for our business right away, okay? So we did that, we claimed it, and then what we did was we started to get really active. We paid for ads, okay, which I'll do another video about later. This is just high level stuff that I think you should, start doing if you want to find off-market properties. So we paid for ads to show up here. We paid for an ad to show up in the map pack, and we should actually show up in the map pack. Well, they're only showing 4 or 5 here, actually. Sometimes they show more, but depending on where we search, well, actually, here we are, right here. We show up in the map, okay? So you're able to show up in the map when people are trying to figure out where exactly are you located, are they real? So I want you to fill this out. If you want to start a business, come up with a business name, claim it on Google, put in a real address, and then you're able to start showing up on Google. Now, it takes a little bit of time with the SEO to start showing up, which I'll do another extensive video on. I plan on doing a video on AdWords. I plan on doing a video on SEO for you guys. But the first thing I wanted to do is cover in this video is Google My Business, okay? It's super important for you to create a business, create a Google My Business profile, fill out all of that information, let them know you're real, put in your address, and start posting, okay? Start posting about how you buy houses. Even if you have never bought a house, start posting about how you want to buy houses and how you're gonna be the best person to buy houses. I think it's gonna be super valuable for you. It's completely free to get started to do that. Okay, so even if you're brand new, even if you have a website, I don't know if anybody in the comments has a website or they've said they've had a website. Let me see here in the comments. It doesn't look like we have any comments about it, so that's good. I'm just gonna click here on the Facebook group just to see the comments. Okay, so that is what we do personally. So what you can do is you can go to our website, 717homebuyers.com, okay? I'm actually just going to put that in the chat here because I want you to be able to look at some of the verbiage we did. And it's seriously, you guys can feel free to use the verbiage that we use to help you understand like how you're able to build a website to sell people on coming to you about buying a property. And everything's completely open. You guys join the group, so feel free to do that. And then once you have created your business, go to Google My Business, okay, and claim these directories, okay? Claim the directory and also go to Google My Business, tell them you're a real business and start posting. I think that's super, super valuable that people overlook. There are so many businesses that don't do this. So look into that. Now, let me know if there's any questions here in the comments. I know I'm 10 seconds behind, so if anybody has a question or anything, put it in the comments about this. and I'll be more than willing to answer them. So I'll give it a couple seconds here. I wanted to open up some Q&A. I'll also answer questions if anybody has anything about like loan process, anybody has a question about house hacking, that kind of stuff. I want to open it up for live Q&A in the comments. And no big deal if people don't have a question. Okay, no big deal. I don't think anybody has any questions, so that's great. Okay, well, I plan on doing this more often. I plan on kind of going through and having a series of what you can do as far as like first getting your business, claiming it like I talked about today. Then I want to do a whole video on Google AdWords and how you can start showing up on Google. And I also want to do a video on SEO. So I want to talk about how you can start ranking on Google to show up when people are searching to sell their house. So those are going to be 3 videos I'm going to be doing over the course of the next couple weeks. And I'm going to record them and share them later. So yeah, I just saw that comment. Is this going to be available later? Yes, I have it recorded. I'm recording it on Zoom, and then I'll upload the video to Facebook later so people can fast forward through it. So I'm just going to kind of go through a series so that way people have a series of videos to actually start a business, build a website, start ranking, and find off-market properties. So that way you can either buy a rental yourself. You know, the best way to do it is if someone comes to your website to sell their house and you can work directly with them. So that's why I want to start. I want to start with getting you to find off-market properties. And then what I want to do is go into the details of it. So I plan on going live more often. Let me know if you have any questions. Email me directly, and I will, I guess, talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you later.